Welcome back to Game 2 here on Championship Tuesday. It's the Geico City of Palms Classic on League Ready. And Dave, this was supposed to be St. John Bosco out of California taking on Owasso, but unfortunately they had to go back home. So the director here, Donnie Wilkie, decided to pick a local team, and that will be the Cape Coral High Seahawks coming in with a 10-1 record, taking on Owasso, and this will be one of the biggest challenges of their season.
That's right, but they're 10-1, so it's good to highlight and showcase a local team here, and it'll give you a balance of where you're going to need to be going into the state finals and where you need to be in your district.
Owasso is led by number 1, Jalen Montanati, 6'7" senior, going to Oklahoma State. Shot in the corner, up, and it's good, and that is Julius Wilson. He is a 6'4" senior. And immediately that puts the pressure on Cape Coral. Man-to-man defense by the Rams of Owasso. And Cape Coral answers with a shot of their own, and that is Elijah Felix. Correction, that is Hezekiah Jones, number 20. And good defense by the Seahawks.
He started out there. It looks like they were going to double team, and then he triple teamed him, so he wasn't able to go down. But then he played everybody midline. That was a great defensive stand by the Cape Coral.
And what a great opportunity, really, for Cape Coral to get that last-minute call to play in this City of Palms Classic. Shot is up from the wing, and it is good. Elijah Felix. And they have an early 5-3 lead. Could it be? Could it be, Dave?
It could be. Good ball movement by Owasso.
Montanati knocks it down and says enough of this nonsense.
Montanati was a beast the last time we saw him in the paint, but don't rule out what he just did in that long three.
He's a slasher going to Oklahoma State. Also, be on the lookout for Bowden Williams, number 3. He'll be going to Oral Roberts next year. Owasso lost to Lehigh on Saturday, 65-56. Puts them in this game, which is another challenge round game. So Cape Coral with the basketball will inbound it. And there's Hezekiah Jones taking the drive on Montanati. And he did have the step, but he couldn't get it to drop. Owasso to the basket. And there's that 6'7" height. And Montanati can't convert and finish.
Good rebound here by Cape Coral and pushing it up the court.
Nobody in the corner for Cape Coral. That'll be a turnover.
Looking at that no-look pass in the middle, but you got to be ready for it.
If you're just joining us here on the Geico City of Palms Classic, earlier game, it was Sarasota High School, the Sailors, over Garfield Heights, the Bulldogs, 67-47. So congratulations to B.J. Ivy and his team. Awesome. Montanati with a long shot outside.
And that's number 2, M.J. Milton with the putback.
Yeah, Milton found himself inside, no body on him. Easy putback for Owasso, and they lead this one 8-5, but we're early, 4:59 left here in the first. Tons of basketball here. And again, what a great experience for Cape Coral High School. 10-1, nice cut, good look. He should have gone up for the basket, and the ball gets pinned on the rim, and that'll go. We call it a jump ball. Oh, correction, we have a foul. That is the first on Cohen Scott. So Hezekiah Jones, who's been really active here for the Seahawks, will shoot 2.
Jeff, looking at the wins and losses here from the for the Cape Coral Seahawks, you know, they are 10-1. Their only loss this year is to Estero. and that was, was kind of a big loss. But I believe, if I heard down there, they had somebody out sick during that time. So they seem to be the real deal here in Southwest Florida.
Bowden Williams brought the ball up, number 3. As we said earlier, he is committed to Oral Roberts. He pops open on the wing. Montanati with a nice turnaround jumper. No one in his face. Knocks it down for 2. Owasso in the man-to-man defense. Good shake. Shot is up and again knocks it down. And that is Elijah Felix. 10-9, Owasso with the 1-point lead here in this challenge round game. Thanks for tuning in today. This is the Geico City of Palms Classic. Dave, this is Championship Tuesday.
Yeah, I take that back, Jeff. They lost to University School only by 9, but they have played a very tough schedule, and it looks like in 3 tournaments they have done very well so far.
And University School was a champion here at the City of Palms Classic. I believe in 2019. Had an outstanding team. Scotty Barnes was part of that team, now in the NBA. Shot goes up by Bowden, and he knocks it down. And you really have to get a hand in his face.
I like how the Hawks have slowed things up here a little bit, forcing them into a defensive stand and letting their offense come to them.
Well, I like the fact that they're not intimidated by this game. I wasn't sure what to expect. Shot is off the mark, and that is Felix, who's hit a few out there.
Not just showing up today and playing, where Owasso has been here, knows the court, knows the surroundings. They're doing very well here with this 13-9 lead by the Rams.
Nice cut. And those two, you can tell that they enjoy playing with each other. They play with each other a lot, Montanati and Bowden Williams. Cut to the basket for an easy 2 for Williams. 15-9, coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. It's been a good one. Once again, great experience for Cape Coral. To the basket for 2. And Owasso comes away with the loose ball. They're going to push the action. And that 3 ball is up no good, but they get the second chance opportunity and go to the hoop with a foul. And I believe that's going to be on number 13, Elijah Felix. And that will be his first.
I'm impressed how Cape Coral, they're not rattled. They don't seem to be rattled. They're driving to the basket, getting up and down the court. Again, we talked about this court. It's 110, not 90, and they look really ready to run with this Owasso team.
Great view there from League Ready. The backboard view. It's been a great week here at the Geico City of Palms Classic. First class tournament and organization in League Ready. So second shot is good. 17-9. Going to get that correction on the scoreboard. And that shot is up and good. That's a slam by Julius Wilson. 19-9, 10-point lead for Owasso. The Rams kind of have pulled away here after the beginning. Nice cut. Couldn't handle it, and that was Felix. Montanati showing off his range and knocks it down. And those are backbreakers, Dave.
Bowden had that nice kick out. As soon as he got that rebound, he kicked it out to Montanati, and they were able to get down and score.
Well, I think what we're seeing here, too, is Owasso is really starting to clamp down defensively and put some pressure on Cape Coral, and that's a knockdown three to keep them in it.
Cole Huff with a long three.
Good looking shot. Under a minute left here, 10-point lead for the Seahawks, or excuse me, correction, for the Rams out of Owasso, and no one there to guard Julius Wilson, and that's too easy. You got to put a body on those guys in the paint.
Big mismatch underneath with Huff. You're going to have to play your big guys underneath, and you're going to, like you said, have to put a body on anybody here on Owasso.
Cape Coral would love to score here with less than 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Any kind of momentum they can get will help them. Taking on this game with less than a week's notice, probably 5 days' notice, is Cape Coral High School, coming in 10-1. Into the game number 11, and that is Max Rodriguez for Cape Coral. Also number 14 for Owasso, and that's Crew Byerly, one of my favorite names here. And that ball was poorly thrown in. Julius Wilson is on a roll, and he knocked that one down. And do we have a technical foul? I'm not sure what.
It's going to be a technical foul on Julius. He, under the basket, came down and got right into the face of Alonzo, and the official's like, we're not going to have that.
So that technical foul was on Owasso. I didn't see that, so it appears, I guess it's Wilson, and that one rattles in for Elijah Felix. He'll get another one, and then Cape Coral will have the ball with 11.6 seconds to go. Can't handle the inbounds pass. Owasso with 5 seconds left here to shoot. Under 2. Montanati just missed that shot, and that's how we'll end the first quarter here at the Geico City of Palms Classic. 26-14, Owasso with the lead over Cape Coral. When you are. Second quarter set to start here. I'm JB along with my pal here in the booth, David Phipps. And Dave, your assessment from the first quarter with Cape Coral being the add-on team here at the Classic.
Let's don't look at this score, Jeff, as a 12-point lead. Unrattled, I think, is what I'm going to call the Seahawks here. You know, they've missed some shots, some stuff hasn't fallen, and they are playing a little bit, you know, size-wise, but they are unrattled. They are just working really hard to try to, you know, stay in this ballgame.
Turnover there for the Seahawks. Into the game, Zach Alonso for Cape Coral. Max Rodriguez actually had the open lane. He could have shot a floater and unfortunately turned the ball over. So it's 26-14 here with just starting the second quarter. Cape Coral with the basketball.
Alonso with a look inside to Rodriguez.
Soldier Morse also in there for Cape Coral, number 5. Long shot won't drop, and that was Jordan Rucker. Owasso is flying to the middle, wide open. No one, again, has put in a body on those cutters, and there's a great steal, good hands. And the ball will go out of bounds. It will be Cape Coral basketball.
Milton just couldn't get a handle on it. He got mixed up in there, and he tried to fight his way back to make up for his error, but he just couldn't get a handle on it. So it'll go back to the Seahawks here.
Into the game, I think, is Hezekiah Jones, if I get the number correct again. Number 20 started the game here for the Seahawks.
Max Rodriguez bringing the ball up. Trying to widen out this defense from Owasso, trying to, work something in the paint as best they can.
And that cross-court pass is rarely going to make it without either getting it stolen or knocked out of bounds. It's a very challenging pass to make. Jalen Montanati back in the game for Owasso.
Here it's going to be, they need to understand that they still have a shot clock. They have less than 9 seconds on the shot clock.
5 seconds.
Not have played with it all week. Let's see how they handle this.
That's going to be a violation. Didn't even come out of his hands, and you're right. That is going to be a big-time challenge as Hezekiah Jones was going to the basket, the 6'2" senior.
I think he practiced with them this week a little bit, but it's still it's an adjustment when you're used to waiting a little bit longer than normal to try to make something happen.
And Montanati knocks an easy one down. Dave, I'm just going to be a broken record. I don't care if it's a All-American or someone who's just playing pickup. You have got to put a body on those players that flash to the middle. It's too easy right now for Owasso.
And we saw that in the last game with Sarasota. Sarasota dominated the paint, in my opinion, because anytime anybody got close, they got a hand on somebody. Might not have been a full body, but they let them know that there was somebody in that paint. We're going to stop you.
Montanati, same place as he had it before when he knocked the jumper down. Julius Wilson, correction, that was by number 13, Julian Wilson with that shot. So there's a Julius and a Julian.
Spin move by Jones, but you got to get those in the hole when they're that easy.
Nice drive to the basket and kick out. Montanati is having a monster day already. Jalen Montanati going to Oklahoma State, 6'7" senior.
Going off for 13 here in the first half. 5-0, right at the 5-minute mark left to go here. 31-14. Owasso.
Good defense by Crew Byerly to shut down the drive and penetration there. And he gets the steal now. Hezekiah Jones tried to back him down. Montanati, same spot. Same result. And it's a good time for a full timeout for Cape Coral, 34-14. We'll take one as well as this lead has ballooned to 20. You're watching the Geico City of Palms Classic. Second quarter action here at the challenge round game. The fill-in team, the local Cape Coral High School Seahawks, taking on Owasso out of Oklahoma. The Rams carry a 20-point lead, and with 4:30 left here in the second quarter. And the Rams really starting to settle in both offensively and defensively, and has really posed some problems for the Seahawks. They threw it in among the trees. There was just nothing there. Spacing's important, especially when you're playing a team like Owasso.
Elijah Felix here for the Seahawks has 8 points. Very well played game on both sides. Just 2 fouls thus far in the game.
Jalen Montanati, just a huge mismatch inside. I'll get it out as he continues his offensive onslaught.
You can see why he's going to Oklahoma State. Just he has footwork. He's got a great shot, a pure shot, and gets up and down the court.
Julius Wilson taking on the guard responsibilities. Bowden Williams with the long shot. And this is like shooting practice for Owasso as they are taking that lead out now to 25, 39 to 14. Good movement inside, and that is Hezekiah Jones. He'll go to the line.
Don't look at the score here, Jeff. This is a great opportunity for this K Coral team to see, again, like I said earlier, what it's going to be like down the road. You're 11 games in. They're playing some big tournaments coming up. There's a big local tournament, the Howell over at South High School. That's going to be big for them. If they can win that tournament and move on, they can definitely win a district title and move on deep into states with this team.
Second shot is up and good by Jones.
Little tight defense here by K Coral. But again, you have to put a body on somebody. When they come in the paint, you got to get in front of them, and Wilson had an easy time to the bucket.
Yeah, he had the first step on everybody, and you just weren't going to stop it. And he's 6'4" with really good elevation. And here we are, showtime. There's a foul, and I believe that is Julius Wilson will go to the line.
I think that was on Elijah Felix, grabbed him coming out of bounds.
It is 6'3" senior with his foul, picks up a foul. And I'd rather see a foul than a dunk there if I'm Cape Coral.
Correct.
Wilson knocks it down from the free throw line. Got good rotation on his shot, even the jumpers, his free throws. Nice little player is Julius Wilson. Second was up and good. So 43 to 15. Shot clock is under 20. As you said before, Cape Coral has got to pay attention to that. Nice cut to the middle and scoops it up and won't get it to go. He short-armed it.
K Coral's had the opportunity to make a few shots, but nothing's gone in. And if they can slow it up here and try to make a couple scores and inch their way back into this game, it's all possible.
Shot goes up and it's missed. That's number 1, Gio Legros. And he'll get the foul, trying to follow his shot. He's only a sophomore, 6'3" sophomore.
.145 left to go here in the first half, 43-15. The Rams are in full control of this game, Jeff.
Bowden Williams with the shot outside. Off the mark, and they get it out. And that's a nice little play for Cape Coral. Jones with the basket.
Good, keeping your eyes up, good core vision. Got it down in a nice, easy layup.
And there's a strip on the outside. Cape Coral couldn't get to the loose ball. MJ Milton hooked on the inside when he got through, and that basket's good. Cohen Scott with the basket. He's a 6'1" junior. Under a minute left here before halftime. And the ball tossed out of bounds. Turnover for Cape Coral. That was Felix. He was looking for Cole Huff, and Huff cut to the basket instead of popped out on the side. So it'll give Owasso another opportunity here. Cape Coral will get it back. Shot clock's at 30 right now. About a 12-second differential from the play clock. Good spin move inside, Montanati.
Cape Coral playing definitely better defense here, playing more midline.
Wide open, that's a badly missed shot. Shot clock is off, 17 seconds left here. Nice jump stop into the lane and gets the basket as he was inadvertently hit in the face. Hezekiah Jones with a really nice move in the lane. And you're leaving a shooter open, and he makes you pay as he knocks it down for three. And now Williams stole the basketball and almost was able to get that basket. So 48-19. Owasso will take a huge lead into halftime. And Dave, we'll be back. This is the Geico City of Palms Classic on League Ready. Halftime here at the Geico City of Palms Classic with Owasso with a big lead over Cape Coral Seahawks, led by Jalen Montanati with 18 points, 4 rebounds.
Hey, Jeff, the tail of the tape right here is in turnovers on points, 18-3 by Owasso, and in the paint, 16-4. That's pretty much the tail of the tape right now.
Well, that's points off of turnovers, and also Owasso shooting a whopping 64% from the field, 50 from three-point range. And on the other hand, not bad shooting, but just couldn't match Owasso. Was Cape Coral shooting 42.9 from both the field and three-point range. And there's a shot by Julius Wilson. Leading scorer for Cape Coral was Elijah Felix. He had 8, tied with Hezekiah Jones. So, you know, not bad. Turnovers in the game, 12 though for Cape Coral to 2 for Owasso.
Owasso held Cape Coral to 5 points in the second quarter, so they need to get something going here. Long three by Elijah Felix.
Yeah, and Dave, I'd like to see Cape Coral get something closer, such as that, where you're shooting from the elbows. Those are easier shots from your free throw line extended or free throw line in. The three-point shot, until you start making a ton, Owasso's not really going to guard that, so you look like you're open, but they're just not falling at all.
Correct.
And there's another one for Cape Coral, and that's an air ball. So 2 possessions, in my opinion, that have been a bit wasted trying to kind of make this one respectable. 52-19, Owasso over Cape Coral. And once again, this is a fill-in game for Cape Coral, taking it on short notice. Plus, you know, playing such a powerful team here in Owasso, they are nationally ranked.
Montanati going to Oklahoma State, and Bowden Williams going to Oral Roberts next year. So pretty stacked team down there. Can move the ball around relatively quickly.
Yeah, they are definitely tough. Looking ahead, next game should be a doozy. It's the Explorers from Columbus High School out of Miami. Taking on Long Island Lutheran now. That will be for the Consolation Championship game, Dave. Columbus lost early on. They really thought they were going to come in. They were ranked 6th in the SC Top 25 poll. Thought they were going to contend for the championship here. They were the 2024 champs of the City Palms Championship Classic. Good job by Williams to knock the ball out.
Montanati free in the corner again. You cannot leave him open. He can play big or he can play small on the outside.
Yeah, great job for the team finding him and him setting up into those sweet spots. Cape Coral's got to find a way to defend that. Long shot from the outside. That's 3 3-point shots to start the second half for the Seahawks. Into the game, number 12, that's Zach Alonso. He played quite a bit there in that first half. And Montanati again, just getting anything he wants, and you know, I'm a broken record. These guys are getting into the lane way too easy, and I'm not saying you're going to stop them. They're all Americans, but you at least have to give it
and slow them down of some type.
And there, Julius Wilson just went by everyone to get the score. Number 20, Hezekiah Jones stepped away from play. Looks like he's going to the trainer. Not sure what happened there. I don't know, Dave, did you see anything that?
I did not. Owasco's Crew Byerly is in the game here, kind of going to run the point for them.
40-point lead here for the Rams. Nice steal by Cape Coral. They are getting out in transition. And good move as they get on the board in the second half. Gio Legros. And that's an encouraging move. And then the lack of defense on that. Julius Wilson went to the left hand. It's the Matador defense.
Wilson with 22, followed by Montanati on the floor right now for the Rams.
Going to get a whistle. I think that's going to be on M.J. Melton.
Charge about M.J. Milton, his second team first.
Did I say Melton or Milton?
You said Melton, but it is Milton.
It is Milton.
I wish I was melting in the arena.
I tell you what, it is an ice box in here. I believe it's about 82 degrees outside and about 62 in here.
You know, it's beautiful here on the campus of Florida Southwestern University. It's just, Jeff, they just do a great job. This facility.
Absolutely.
You know, we have just FGCU down the road, same facility. It was mirrored off of that because it was such a good design and it just a great venue to host a great event like this.
Owasso continues to run their offense. Good look on the outside. Shot is up and good, and that is Julian Wilson from Julius Wilson. Had the assist. Good looking shot, didn't fall, but I like the shot. It's still far out there on the perimeter, and Williams is going to go in, misses the shot.
Rucker with the rebound.
Good job. Running the lane again is Legros.
Nice
and that's
pass.
2 baskets for him.
Nice pass by Huff right to the middle. And Legros just with the follow through.
Montanati got fouled, double teamed. I'm not sure who that's going to be on.
It's going to be on Legros.
And you are correct. That is 2 on him. Jalen Montanati will go to the line to shoot free throws. He's had quite a game. Actually, he's had a great showing here at the City of Palms Classic.
I've been impressed with his play throughout the whole tournament myself. Even in their loss, Jeff, he was still a factor in the game.
Free throw is up and good. 66-24. 2:40 left here in the third. Fast-paced game right now. Owasso still playing solid defense and contesting everything. You know, sometimes when you get a lead like this, it can be easy to play down from the level you're used to playing, and I haven't seen that from Owasso at all. To the line shooting number 13, Elijah Felix for Cape Coral. He'll get 2. And Dave, I believe will stay the same as most high schools do. Anything over 45 points of a lead will go into a running clock, and we're at jeopardy here of having that. 66-26, it's a 40-point lead.
Timeout, Cape Coral.
Cape Coral's going to take a timeout here. So will we here at the 52nd annual City of Palms Classic.
2:27 left in the third. Welcome back. It's the Geico City of Palms Classic. And Dave, when you took us out, you called it the 52nd annual City of Palms Classic. 52 years is amazing sustainability to have this, and it continues to grow and get better and better and better.
They've just grown it, Jeff. It's, you know, started out as that local tournament, then it moved out of Fort Myers High because the gym was too small. And then it, you know, and then it grew out of Bishop Verot. I remember going to Bishop Verot and fighting for a seat, getting there at 8 a.m. to watch the finals at 9 o'clock at night and sitting there all day just to watch the finals.
Absolutely, and that, you know, that had a massive feel of a high school basketball game. Not that this doesn't. Shot in the corner is up and no good, and what a great rebound. The shot is up and no good. Rebound was by Julian Wilson, one-handed. Cape Coral down by 40. And Dave, looking ahead, we've got Columbus up next taking on Lehigh. And what are your thoughts there?
That's going to be run and gun. That's a great Florida team that's going to, you know, they're already vying for a state championship. And both teams are just run and gun. And you're in that game, you're going to have to get down court and you're going to have to move.
Well, every time I get to see Caleb Gaskins play, it's an honor and a privilege, man. He is a baller going to Miami for the Explorers. And on the other side, Christian Proctor was solid also at 6'7", but Caden Allen heading to Cincinnati is their all-star. Montanati with the 2, but Lehigh without the big guy, Dylan Mingo, the other star on that team. We were told at the beginning of this City of Palms Classic that he would not be participating due to injury, and that's a bummer. He is a fantastic player.
Yeah, you get those early injuries, and they, you know, he could be healing, but you don't want to get him hurt here to go vie for a state championship, or even to vie. It's still open for the National Geico Tournament coming up later this year in March. So, you know, you could be 10th or 12th on the list and come down to be number 1 in the nation when it comes time to pick for the Geico Classic.
Shot clock was expiring. That shot was thrown up there by Elijah Felix. He's got a reach foul on Williams. Or no, offensive foul. I didn't see that.
He
saw
had a push
a
off
reach
with the forearm, Jeff.
Okay.
So
we'll go with
call that.
Coming in is Talon White, number 30 for Owasso. Yeah, sometimes I miss him. You know, I miss things.
It kind of happened, you know, kind of subtly underneath there, and you wouldn't have seen it when he stepped forward.
So Cape Coral, less than 3 seconds remaining. They're not even going to get a shot off here to end this third quarter, 70-26. It's the Geico City of Palms Classic. We'll be right back.
Especially him.
Fourth quarter, 70-26. This one has been all Owasso. Started out rather competitive for the first 3 minutes, and then obviously the most talented team just took over. And that's not a ding to Cape Coral at all. Owasso would put a hurting on a lot of teams. And we will be playing this last quarter with a running clock. Good to see Hezekiah Jones, number 20, back in the game. I know he went to see the trainer for Cape Coral. And Dave, there are some good things if you're the coach for Cape Coral that your team has done that you can build on.
Yeah, they've collapsed in the lane. They've shot, you know, the outside shot, and I think you've learned that you got to just drive the paint and put a body on somebody. But I think some of their defense that they were running earlier, double team, I saw a triple team, not letting them drive the baseline, they stopped that. So I think you take those things back to the gym and say, guys, we can go for a district title or make a state run here if we, you know, can fix these things on tape.
Good kick out for Byerly, who hit that last shot down, number 14. And Cape Coral will take possession of the basketball here.
It's been a great week for Owasso here. You know, they've, you know, got to play on this national stage, highlighting everyone. And just to see, you know, Montanati and Williams play has been a privilege for me because I really enjoy watching those two teams that they'll be playing for next year.
Yeah, in this championship series, which obviously they are in, most national teams are, you know, they drew a tough first round play in Calvary Christian. And then they had to take on Lehigh. Lost that game 65-56. So it's been also a challenge for them and one that they can build on for the rest of the season. Shot by number 11, Keaton Reynolds, a 6-foot junior, into the game for Owasso. Also number 5, Charlie Barron is in the game. We have a 5-second timeout, and I believe that's just to get some of these other players into the game. As we said before, we have a running clock, but the clock is stopped at 5:51. We're in the fourth quarter. 75-28, Owasso with a whopping lead here over Cape Coral. And if you're just joining us, Cape Coral, the local team, took this fill-in game on minimal notice. Shot is up and no good, and I believe that was Zach. Correction, that was Max Rodriguez.
In the game also, Taylon White for Owasso.
Julius Wilson with the basket for the Rams.
Brian Montanati clearing the bench here, letting everybody play, get some exposure on this grand stage that they've been brought to.
And, you know, for Cape Coral, this is really a great time to see what you can do against their second and third unit, honestly. They're talented all the way up and down the board. So this is a good measuring stick also. And the shot clock is down to 2-1. And there's just not being used to playing with one that has hurt the team. Just not used to it. You have 35 seconds to shoot. Cape Coral's going to take a timeout.
Cape Coral takes a 30-second timeout.
It's 30-second timeout. We will as well. You're watching the Geico City of Palms Classic on League Ready.
Be right.
Running clock here at the City of Palms Classic. This is a challenge round game between local team Cape Coral High School. Seahawks in white taking on Owasso out of Oklahoma in the burgundy and black. Or I should say Garnet. I like Garnet. That's a good name.
He's probably more Garnet.
I think so too.
Cape
Ball gets tossed out or off of an Owasso player. So Cape Coral will have the basketball.
Rams up 77-28 with right at the 4-minute mark here left to go in the game.
Cape Coral really just staying on the perimeter for this one. Shots are going up, no good. And there's an inside
By Huff.
pickup basket. And there's a steal by Huff as well, but it'll go to Owasso. So great hustle by Huff. Just hanging around the basket, good things happen.
I think, you know, Jeff, you got to look at Cape Coral here, and I'm going to give them this. Their hustle tonight, even they've had to get up and down the court. Let's don't leave the score. Their hustle has been 100%. If this is probably one of their best hustling games all season, then they will go far throughout the year.
Long shot is blocked. Legros, I believe, got a hand on that one. From Crew Byerly. Once again, one of my favorite names here in this classic. Nice drive, no one gets in front. And see, those are the things that I would look at, is you're not really clogging the lane and making them shoot from the outside. Cape Coral's just allowing these players to go free in the lane.
And Jeff, let's go back. Some of their wins have been against I'm going to say it subpar teams. So for them to come out and to have to get up and down the court, it can show you where you are lacking, like you said, getting into the lane and doing those things. So, you know, a good measuring stick for you. You know, you can never take an opportunity away like this. You know, Owasso, you know, still gets all their guys in, gets them some floor time that they may not see or have seen in this classic. So good for them to get everybody in as well.
That last play, what I was referring to, Elijah Felix put a baller on the floor from Owasso, and that's what you're supposed to do. As long as you're not looking to hurt someone with intent, you've got to send some messages inside, and it does get a bit physical. But Owasso's just had so many open shots in the lane. Julius Wilson gets the rebound. And you got to call that foul. I know they don't want to blow the whistle, but you got to. Legros with the foul. Charlie Barron, who just came in, will go to the line to shoot. He is a junior.
Going to get 3 shots here.
First one is up and no good. And he'll get 2 more. So 0 for 2. It's a great opportunity to get some stats here for this game. And that one will rattle in. So just under 30 seconds to play, 82-30. You can put this one in the books. Nice run on the inside. Julian Wilson. 'Gets the rebound. 20 seconds. Shot clock is off.
Owasso's probably just going to hold the ball here with 15 seconds left. Just pass it around. But you also have to protect the ball so you don't look bad doing it.
And there's a foul. Once again, that's the game. 82-30, Owasso with a dominant win over Cape Coral. Seahawks filling in admirably, just didn't have enough as the Rams get the W. Next game up at 2:30, it's a consolation championship game, and it's the Explorers from Columbus High taking on the Crusaders from Long Island Christian. We'll be right back. You're watching the Geico City of Palms Classic on League Ready